I just dropped off the U-Haul from last week's video, and I'm walking back to my Airbnb now and thinking about how strange my life is and how I could be sitting in an office right now or working some other job, and how kind of lucky I am, even though this is like completely not fun and super inconvenient to have to wait for my Jeep to be fixed before I can move on with life. I still feel really grateful because I get to spend an hour walking back to my Airbnb on a Wednesday morning. The sun is out and it's a beautiful Alaskan day. I'm not complaining. Life is good. There's not a cloud in the sky. My life is weird. This is my greeting every time I come home. If I leave William. Hi. Hi, baby. Yeah. Wish I could have taken you on this walk with me. Get your blanket. Hi. We made it back to my Airbnb, and look at how strange it is. It used to be a recording studio, apparently, so it's actually kind of good because I need to record some voiceover for last week's video when you watch this, and do a podcast episode for my Patreon. Little wins of the universe. I have so much work to do. Hope y'all, you're looking at our ride for the next 5 days. For 4 days and 24 hours, the app says. I use this app called Turo to rent this car. Not sponsored, of course. We are going to hook this car up and turn it into a little camping vehicle for the weekend so we can complete our dream of kayaking with icebergs. I'm excited. I need to get back to the Airbnb because I think William is probably not happy that I'm gone. So we are going to head there and finish working and editing so that we can have some fun.
The next day.
Well, everyone, we are off on a new adventure. We are headed to Valdez. I rented a Toyota RAV4. Yes, I am cheating on Jeep right now because of the gas mileage. And I saw on the internet that this is a good car to car camp out of. So that is what we are doing. We are gonna make the best of still waiting for the Jeep and head to Valdez to check out some cool stuff. Look at that gas mileage. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm doing life wrong. Well, we've made it to Glacier View Park in Valdez. We're gonna go paddle with the glaciers. And of course, my best friend's here. And we're gonna go paddling together. My best friend with his best friend. Oh, I'm excited for this. Simon's rigging up my pack raft to be like his pack raft with some line on it so that if you flip over, you can flip it back, right?
Oh yeah, just something to grab onto.
Yeah, it's basically the best. And he's a pack raft guide now. Sorry, I cut you off.
This is like an entanglement hazard though, so you should have a knife if you're gonna ride class 2.
With the rope like that?
Yeah.
Good to know. We both bought these pack rafts around the same time, but Simon's far ahead in the pack rafting school. He's got his class 2 and class 2.5 Boy Scout pack rafting badge, rapids badge. I have only gotten my city pack raft badge.
Yeah. What was that rated? 1 and a bit? Or there was 2 class 2 rapids on that.
There's a little class 2. They were easy though.
But it
was like short.
It was low risk because it was knee deep water.
Yeah. Low risk, and we were in the middle of the city, so if one of us capsized, which it would be really hard to do that in that river, then it would be fine. This has been my dream since I bought the pack raft. Actually, why I bought the pack raft, kind of. Oh, okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go. My dream is coming true. Ancient ice. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. I have to tilt the camera up. We're paddling to that dome-shaped thing with a cave. Yeah. Raggo's like, I want to climb it. Look at that. Can't believe this is real. It's pretty dang awesome back here. 10 out of 10. Am I gonna ruin this place by posting this on social media? I mean, this is easy to Google, so. It's easy to Google, though. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way. It's not like I'm giving away a local secret. The dopamine hit on this little adventure is high. Real good dopamine hit. This is super cool. That's cool. I wish it would show up as blue as it looks in real life. 24 hours later. I'm like throwing up. I think Valdez is my new favorite Alaskan town. People are cutting a fish over there. William, we are on a nice walk and we found this cute little city lookout. And it's so beautiful here. Even on a cloudy day. Can't complain. Okay, welcome to vehicle setup number 2. The banks just want to do what they want to do today, so we're just gonna let that happen. So the height is definitely smaller than the Jeep, but the length is much longer for laying. Okay, William really wants his bed. We're just gonna set up our little, we're gonna set it up in here, get it cozy for the night. I'm really getting good at not having a lot of stuff with me, which is pretty nice. Oh, William, you need me to set up your spot for you better. Yeah, if you took the seats out of here, you could build a pretty good rig. I feel like this is more of like a weekend camper. I don't know if I would necessarily want to live out of it, but I'm definitely loving the gas mileage on this. If I didn't have a dog, maybe I would also consider living in one of these, just because it is all-wheel drive. The gas mileage is great. There is a good amount of space in here, and you could live very minimally, easily out of one of these. But yeah, the thing I love about this vehicle so far is the fuel economy on it is amazing. I got it up to 32.3 miles per gallon, which is amazing. In comparison, my Jeep is 14 miles per gallon in the city, 18 to 19 miles per gallon on the road. So that is definitely something I'm going to be considering in my next rig. Do I want to do something smaller that is hybrid and save a bunch of money on gas? The only thing is just having William with me, which I am so happy that he's with me and he gets to live the good life traveling with me, but it definitely limits the vehicles that I can choose to live in. Okay, so to see my last video, I'm going to be setting up the same bed system. I'm finding that it's actually very versatile to have camping stuff with you everywhere you go. So I stuffed all of my clothes and that little gap there, there is a significant incline right here. So it's not horrible though. I could probably sleep like this. I might have to put something under my feet to make it a little more comfortable. We'll figure it out. Can we give some ear rubs and face scratches for the boy who has been adapting so well? I think he is probably a little stressed out from being in different environments all the time, but he's been doing so well. As long as he's got his blankie in his bed, he's happy. So here's my full setup for the night. Yeah, it's pretty flat. It's gonna be cozy. I'm actually kind of excited to sleep in here. I sleep better when I'm out in the woods and it's quiet. Well, we're all cozy in our sleeping bag. William's laying over there. It's about 10:30 now. It's kind of nice that the sun is setting at a more normal time for sleeping because I don't have any windows covers in here. I'm grateful for that. And yeah, I'm gonna pass out because I only got about 4 hours of sleep last night because I was editing last week's video and I had to wake up super early to drive here. So I'm probably gonna sleep in tomorrow. It's gonna be a rainy day, so all the more better to take some time and rest. Well, here we are doing a little work in the front seat here. I'm just so grateful that I have a portable power station because that has changed my life basically. It's so rainy out and just foggy. We're gonna have to figure out something to do today to keep us occupied, but first I am going to do some work. William is chilling in his bed back there. Thankfully it's not super cold. It is very rainy though and wet. So I've been having kind of a rough time for the past 24 hours. It just really hit me yesterday how much I'm just ready to have my home again. I really just am trying not to sound complaining because my life really could be a lot worse, but I don't think it validates the fact that life has been kind of a struggle for the past couple of weeks, and really just frustrated because the dealership that I took my Jeep to, they take their sweet time with everything. And if I was living in a normal house, that wouldn't be a problem, obviously. Like, if my Jeep wasn't my home, the amount of time that I've been displaced wouldn't be a problem. Yesterday I just did not film that much because I was really feeling down and out of it and just really defeated by life. I'm definitely lucky because I get to be out here in Alaska and still enjoy it. So I've been trying to focus on that more than anything. I don't know, things have just been really difficult the past few days, so we're gonna go berry picking today and yeah, try to lift the spirits up a little bit. So beautiful. God.
All this rain, probably pumping them up. Super juicy.
Mixed in there with the crowberries. Don't eat those. Those are bitter. The blueberries. William over there destroying the bush. He sees the bird, a magpie over there. Come here, Will. Have a treat. I'm gonna treat. Oh, you want some, Rocco? Okay, you ate my blueberries. I'm gonna treat. Wow, this is amazing. Yum. Rocco knows how to pick them. She's picking them with her.
You gotta get them before Rocco does.
Yeah. Look, eat it off the ground. Look. Get him. You gotta get him. Look. Wait collectively gathered enough blueberries for a pie together. And I'm gonna just take a handful of blueberries because I'm greedy and eat them. These are so good.
Oh, delicious.
That's a good find. Hello and welcome to Toyota RAV4 car camping cooking with your girl Loui. Today we are going to be cooking some little skillet pizzas inspired by my friend Everyday Sandro. He does this with actual dough, but I found these at the store in Valdez, and so I figured it would be kind of fun to try and make my own version of it out of the back of this small car. So let's see how this goes. I have all of the ingredients cut already, so all I have to do now is assemble it and cook it on super low and hope that everything melts and amalgamates nicely. So we're just gonna put the gas on super low. Nothing crazy. Don't want anything to burn. These little personal pizza crusts I found at the store in the pan. And then I'm gonna top it with some pizza sauce. Oop, not too much though. I don't wanna. It's kind of like a Lunchables a little bit. Some pizza sauce. Then I'm gonna add the mozzarella. Good amount of mozzarella on here. Then I'm gonna add some mushroom and onion stir fry that I just cooked up real quickly in my wok. And then we're gonna top it with some sausage. I still gotta cut it a little bit. The sausage is made here in Alaska, and it has a little reindeer meat. It's pork, beef, and a little bit of reindeer meat, which doesn't say on the ingredient list, but I figured it was the best kind of meat to buy here. It's more local. And these sausages are already pre-cooked, so I just had to warm them up before got this started. And yeah, now we just wait. So I decided to put a lid on it actually to help the cheese melt. Alright, here's the finished product. Melty cheese. Alright, let's test it out. I'm gonna eat it just like this, I guess. Oh my gosh. So messy. Simon already ate his and he said it was good, so. While I was cooking pizza, Simon made a little blueberry pie from the blueberries we picked earlier. It looks really good. Fresh blueberries.
No fork required.
Thank you. This is good. I got very empty. First bite.
It's hot.
I can't believe you made this in an air fryer. It's really good. Well, it's day 4 of living out of a Toyota RAV4, and I can say I don't mind it at all, especially when the weather is nice. You really don't need a lot of stuff to live, in all honesty. And I've been getting better sleeps out here than I would in the city because it is just so much more quiet and peaceful. So it's another beautiful day. Don't know what we're gonna get up to, but I'm just happy to be here. So this is gonna be sort of an abrupt change from my last clip, but I am on my way back to Anchorage, and yeah, I have been having the hardest time with this Jeep, you guys, and being the YouTuber I am, being a YouTuber, I'm going to explain to you guys while I drive back everything that has been happening. Do not go to the Jeep Ram Chrysler dealership service center in northern Anchorage. I dropped my Jeep off on the 29th of August. It is now, all right, I dropped my Jeep off the 29th of July. It is now August 19th. It's been 3 whole weeks since I dropped it in. The first 2 days they diagnosed the problem. It was all good. I remembered I had a warranty, and so I had my mom dig it up out of the storage unit that I have back where she lives. And so I started that process, and they told me, okay, so now we just need to do an inspection to prove to your warranty company that this work needs to be done and it's not your fault. So I was like, okay, sounds good. They said it'd be a couple weeks, which is totally fine, understandable if you're backed up. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks now, so I figured, okay, let me call this warranty company and just verify that, they have me in the system, because the service rep at the dealership has been not returning my texts and giving me the runaround. And so I was like, well, I guess I gotta babysit here and figure it out. And so what I did is I called the warranty company this morning, and they said that an inspector had been out 4 times to inspect my Jeep over the past 2 weeks. And they did not have the Jeep ready to be looked at any of those times. And on top of that, they have declined to take photos or video. They could have done that. They declined the option that usually for a warranty company, they accept photos, videos to see the failure point of the engine or whatever needs to be fixed. So they declined that. Okay, there might be a reason for that. They showed up a week later to check out the Jeep, which is pretty normal, I think, and it's fine. I can wait a couple weeks, but yeah, so then I decided to call the dealership and my service rep to be like, hey, they came out 4 times. Why weren't you ready for the inspection? And again, I get the runaround. So here I am. I called the supervisor of service. They weren't there. So I'm gonna keep calling them till they call me back. And this is just, I feel wronged, you guys. I'm gonna be filing a complaint with the consumer protections of the US, or of Alaska. And I'm gonna be trying to recoup some of this money that I spent on accommodations and transportation, because at this point it's around $5,000 I've spent to get through this 3 weeks. And then on top of that, I called last week to see how things were, and they hadn't even ordered the parts. I told them, regardless of this inspection, I need you to order the parts for me, because this is my home. It needs to be fixed anyway, so please order the parts. They did not do that. So I had to call and basically babysit them and make sure the parts are coming. This is ridiculous, you guys. I don't normally like to be negative on here, and maybe that you guys don't consider this to be negative, but this has been a mess. It's been awful, and yeah, I don't know. And so I'm gonna try my best to recoup some of this money, because I feel wronged. I was thinking last night, how do I take legal steps about this? Because this is unacceptable. They're holding my Jeep hostage, and they're refusing to get it inspected so that we can move forward, basically. Yeah, so I'll update you guys. We're driving the RAV4 back to Anchorage because I have to return it, and I'm gonna spend another couple days in Anchorage trying to figure this out. I just want my home back. Bye, car. It's been nice driving you.